So have we not done our due diligence? Have we not? How many more data centers we need right on top of each other?
When is enough enough? That's just one of the many questions Lubbock citizens want answered by city leaders as the data center boom creeps into West Texas. Good evening and thank you for joining us.
That debate continued tonight with a community-led discussion. The overall consensus this evening, city leaders and residents do not know enough about these data centers yet to start signing any dotted lines. Tonight's meeting was organized by two local organizations, Citizens of Lubbock Against Data Centers and Save Lubbock. Everyone who stepped up to the podium tonight expressed concern over the impact of these centers, including environmental factors, water and electricity usage, and potential price hikes. Before these projects get approval, these citizens said they want to know more about what this means for them and their future. Clayton Tucker, the Democratic candidate for Texas Ag Commissioner, spoke at tonight's meeting. He is pushing the community to take a stand because this issue is not something they can all do alone.
Only organized people can beat organized money. These data centers, they have millions of dollars. They're pouring in throughout our political system, from local level all the way to the state and federal. But only organized people can beat that kind of organized money. So get involved, sign a petition, form a group, join a group. You can find groups online, you can find groups in person. It's just get involved, stay involved.
Stephen Sanders created Citizens of Lubbock Against Data Centers. He also started a petition to put a pause on data center development here in the Hub City. If it receives the necessary 2,410 signatures by July 28th, the request for a delay will go to the City Council for a vote.